What's up, YouTube? It's your girl, Dred Dillinger, back at it for a second video. I'm here with one of my lovely sisters, Sade. So how y'all doing today? How you feeling? How your day going, sis?
It's cool. I was watching this reel of this girl talking about other females and how other females need to make sure that they doing all of these things for men. And I just think that these men need to be doing more for the females, because it done got to the point where females is doing way more to me. I think I've been at the point where females do way more than men. Like the old school men feel like all they gotta do is provide. These new school men, they feel like they gotta chase their dream, and then the woman just supposed to sit back and support them. You got the rare breeds who, got their shit together and they support them, and it's a good match. But a lot of these dudes, either they ain't got shit going for them, or they so selfish in trying to get them that they fuck somebody up on the way.
Me personally, I think that's crazy, because a lot of people, a lot of these women out here, they looking for providers. You say the old school, but a lot of these girls want these men that's just gonna buy them a bag, buy them whatever they want. But really, I think a lot of people are very misconstrued on the concept of love. I think a lot of people don't know what love truly is. A lot of people don't love themselves, and that's really where it starts. If you don't love yourself, like, you cannot love anybody else. It's just not possible.
Yeah, that's real. I can't remember what I had. I did something and I was like, you know what? That's self-love. It was something so simple, but I did it for myself.
Girl, I feel like me getting out the shower, moisturizing every day is a form of self-love, you know? Yeah. I like to feel soft. It's plenty of ways out here, it's plenty of things you can do to show yourself some appreciation, to show yourself some love, because if you don't, like J. Cole said, love yourself, girl, and nobody will. You gotta show yourself. Self-talk too, that's important. Speaking positive affirmations to yourself. If you are struggling with loving yourself, if you don't know how to start or where to begin, that's a nice place to start, just by looking in the mirror and speaking positivity, speaking life into yourself, speaking that good shit to you. Because you may not hear it out there in the streets, at least hear it in your head, because that's who talking to you the most all day anyway. You kind of surprised me with that. I wasn't expecting you to come out with the gate with that one. I really didn't know what we was gonna talk about today. It's all pretty much organic, we got our drinks here and we just chilling in the backyard. I didn't know what you was gonna say, but I'm glad you said it.
Random.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Oh yes, happy V-Day.
Let us know in the comments if you got some love this Valentine's Day. If you got some love, you spread some love, or how your day
or if you practice self-love.
Even better.
Is it always easy to speak positivity?
Is it always easy? It's becoming, for me, it's becoming easier, because I can say, I have a past. It's easy to be negative. Like, it just is. It's a lot of negative in the world. But the more you do speak positivity, I can say, yeah, it is easy. Like, I don't even entertain, like, I catch myself, or literally, like, I said something, and it was something simple, but I was like, I can't wait to do that. That's in the future. I literally got smacked in the face with a leaf, and it was just like, boom, hold up, change your thought. You can do that right now. No procrastination. So, yeah, when you just get in tune, it is easy to speak positive.
I think sometimes it's easy for me to portray positivity than it is to be positive. Like, I could be going through some shit, and then as soon as I get to work, I'm just positive, upbeat. I got good energy. If somebody being negative at work, I be like, hey, let's keep spreading that positivity. Like, that's how I be. But sometimes when I'm just at the house and just be chilling and be thinking about shit that ain't positive, it can get to you.
So you get caught up in your thoughts.
Who don't?
Me. You just have to be in the moment. I'm working on really just being aware, being in the moment. And when you start to live like that and you practice that mindfulness, it becomes easier, and you're not going to be happy every day. Like, who wakes up happy every day? It helps to stay positive when you don't put that trash in your mind. And I feel like it's a lot of trash on TV. Of course, I watch streaming stuff,
I agree with that.
and I got my little shows that I watch from the past, but yeah, it helps to cut out a lot of those distractions, a lot of those things that make you think negative. When you just being in mindfulness, you're more mindful of what you watch, what you listen to, who you hang around. And when you find yourself getting into, like me, when I find myself getting into those like bad thoughts, I change them. Like, I just start praising God. I get in gratitude mode. Like, you know what? Let me just thank God I got some air in my lungs. Thank God I can see. You know, thank God I can hear. Thank God I'm alive, because, you know, I couldn't even be talking right now, talking to myself if I wasn't. Like, you really just got to get in gratitude when you feel those dark thoughts and all of that come on.
Yeah, I mean, but sometimes it's easier said than done.
That's true.
Like, I wouldn't say that I harp on the negativity, but sometimes shit just be like, fuck. And I don't necessarily go switch up and be like, thank God for like all the good stuff. Because sometimes, you know, you blinded and you don't see that silver lining.
No.
But it's like mental illness.
Mental illness is real.
Exactly.
But it's
And
also a state of mind. It can easily, well, it can't, but it can be cured.
Yes, that's true, but it's so hard for people to do that. Like, it's so hard for people to own their own minds. Like, it's not
Definitely.
easy for people to come up out of like depression. Like, some people feel like they gotta take medication to come out of.
And that
depression.
honestly make them worse.
Yeah, I would assume that it would numb you. I don't know.
You can't take a pill for depression. I don't know. I've never taken it, but it just don't, my brain don't understand that. Like, how can you take a pill for depression? You are sad. How can you take a pill for sadness?
I think it's to induce different hormones in you to try to.
So you taking chemicals to try to fix you spiritually broken. There is no pill for a broken spirit.
Right, but I mean, scientifically speaking, like, it is like endorphins that you can release to try to make somebody happy. I think that's why.
And that's why let me not say that. You just have to, it's super hard. And this the other day, you called me, I was in the middle of breaking down.
I saved y'all.
She did. I was feeling like I had just, like I made a big mistake. Hold on, I'm getting a phone call. Yeah, I was breaking down, and it was weird because, see, God, man, when you get in alignment, and you just when you really on your shit, when you really spiritually in tune and you just want to do better, God gonna make a way. Like, I was having a good day, and then I just kind of had a moment where I got in my head for like 5 minutes, and them tears started rolling, and the next thing I know, she come calling my phone. And it's like, you know, she told me some amazing news. So, you know, I didn't want her to know I was crying. I was kind of embarrassed. So, like, I put myself together and I'm like, yo, what's up? You know, and she just telling me her good news and all this and that. So it helped a little bit. And so after she was done, I was just like, man, I was in the house breaking down, like, and I just feel like that phone call was just meant for me, because like you said, you just don't get caught up in it. When you get in your thoughts, stuff just happen, like flow. You just be in flow, and it just don't happen for me no more. I promise. It's like, of course we all have bad days, but God is with me. My angels, I don't know who it is, but they by my side, they with me, they protect me, and when shit get rough, I'm reminded of all the good and all the blessings that I have.
All the time, yeah. But I think that also come with just like paying attention to the signs.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people don't necessarily believe in that, or I feel like a lot of people do believe in that, because it's like when you actually pay attention to the signs, you cannot understand how people don't see them. Like, when you see them around you all the time and you see the build up of something beautiful happening, like, how can you not pay attention to that? How can you not stop and just be appreciative of that?
It's easy for people to get caught up in the negative, though. We know that all so well. It's easier to be negative than it is to be positive, and that's just facts.
Yeah.
that's real. It take effort to get to the point where it's like, I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna choose to have a good day because I am blessed, and I know that. Like, it takes some time to get here. Because when would you say you started your self-love and spiritual journey?
I would say I started my spiritual journey after Mike died.
So that was 2016.
Yeah, that's when it all started happening for me. And it just be little shit, because my car broke down.
Yeah.
My car broke down, and I couldn't get to and from work. And I'm trying to figure out, man, how am I gonna get another car? How am I gonna get this car fixed? Like, and I don't know. Like, during that time period, I just kept telling myself that I wasn't finna like get caught up in the negativity. I wasn't gonna get caught up in all the bad stuff that was happening around me, because you really don't think about it. But when your car break down, oh my goodness, like that's the tough one.
How am I get you hate this job, but how am I get to work?
Yeah.
like,
But during that time frame, like I remained positive, because it was not only that, it was just a lot going on. Like it was a lot going on in my life in that period, and I just knew like it had to be something good coming up out of this. Like it got to. Like you cannot go through trial after trial after trial of negativity and no positivity come from it. As long as you keep your mind frame straight and on the path of knowing that something good is gonna come, I think you'll be straight. And I ended up being straight. Went into a car dealership, no money down, got a car. And it's just that's how it panned out for me. Yeah. But yeah, that's what all happened for me. And then you remember that time that we was coming from I don't remember where we was coming. We was coming from somewhere. I got pulled over by the police, and I was so mad. I was like, why the fuck
we
he
was
pulled
in
me over? Yeah, I was mad. I was like, why he pulled me over? He pulled me over for nothing. So I'm already getting attitude.
Yeah.
So he come and he get me a little information, then he go back to his car, and I'm still with an attitude. I'm like, you know what? I caught myself in that moment, and I was like, let me change my attitude around. Like, you know how you get mad, you feel your blood boiling, like you feel that anger coming. Like that's how. You don't feel that?
Man, what?
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
you literally I start to get hot.
Yeah.
Like,
because your blood blowing like you did. But I caught myself in that moment, and I was like, I gotta change my energy, because if I don't, it ain't gonna be nothing good. Change my energy, and I promise you, the officer came back to the car and he was like, oh, I'm just gonna give you a warning and let me go by my business.
yeah.
So yeah, that right there is when it like kind of just, all right, that's what I gotta do.
So you started before me, because I would say I started taking a spiritual journey. Like, I mean, I've always been a spiritual person, but I would say I started really paying attention and getting in tune by late 2019. So I'm gonna say 2020, but definitely 2020. October 2019 and on, I started to take my spiritual seriously.
You know, I feel like it's an ongoing process though.
Oh yeah, it never stops.
During that time period, like I wasn't really seeing signs. Like I was just making sure my energy was positive. Mm-hmm.
But that's where it started.
Yeah,
that's where it started.
And then after that, I started seeing signs. Like I got a number. If I see my number everywhere, I know something good finna happen. And
I'm wrong.
Yeah, you just gotta see the signs. Or if you thinking about something and then you have some random person just come up to you and have a conversation about what you was just thinking about, like that person was sent to you for a reason. You better listen and take heed.
Yeah. Like we live in a very abundant universe. Like, you truly just have to believe all your needs are met, and you keep a positive mindset. Like, it's so necessary. And I think a lot of people get so caught up in this worldly shit, and I honestly, I think that's why I don't even really talk to many people, because I don't know, like I just feel like I'm always in that mind frame, like I know it's much deeper than the surface, you know. And I just feel like a lot of people don't relate to that. They tell me I'm too deep or I just think too much, but it's like, no, I see it for what it is. Like,
but I think it's just in this time of where things have progressed, like with the whole social media, with us making this damn video. Like, I'm just saying,
yeah.
like, it's just like the world that we live in, or we choose not to live in. But like, it has become about like that image that you portraying, that image you putting out there for people. So it's all become a surface level to a lot of people. And if they ain't on that wavelength of, you know, thinking about something deeper or being deeper, like, they just gonna be on the surface. Shallow, that's the word.
Yeah.
It's gonna be shallow.
See, I ain't shallow. You see, I'm out here no retwist. I was thinking I should wait for a video till I get my hair, but we out here. Like, I got something to say. It don't matter how I look, you know.
I told her I didn't have my face on, but she still, let's make a video.
Yeah, we fresh face, you know. No makeup, and we still beautiful. Thank God. I was gonna say how, but I already know God. This God's creation. Real, God ain't make nothing ugly. And when people be on that hating shit, that's devil. I can't even relate to you because you on demons. You a demon. I don't feel that. I stay away from that. The overall message of this video is love yourself. On this Valentine's Day, if you didn't get no gifts, please don't be that person crying about how single you are and nobody don't love you. Because love yourself. At the end of the day, like, you love yourself, everybody gonna love you. You hate yourself, everybody gonna hate you. You create the world you living in.
That's real.
You make this, you make it your reality. Like, you make it. Like, I can't stress it. I can't put it no simpler. That's even a word. Like, you make this shit what it is. So I'm definitely feeling my drink.
I told you.
I tried something new. I cracked the seal on some 1800 pineapple. It's pretty good. Like, I don't really taste the alcohol. I just taste pineapple.
Forgot the margarita part.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't even drink margaritas. Yeah. I don't drink. Like, if we being for real. Like, I will drink. I'm not against drinking, but I barely drink. I probably have like 1 or 2 drinks. I used to be a day drinker, but
it was a good old days.
What? Man, that was like 2016 me. Yeah, I don't.
We worked at the same place. She'll come find me. She'll be like, "You want to go day drink?" I'll be like, "Yeah, let's go."
Me and my sister here, we have very different opinions on this coronavirus.
Yeah.
Personally, I refuse to let this virus slow down my life. Like,
she young and thinks she invincible.
No, I don't. I just know I am divinely protected. Like,
oh, that's a cute way to put it. She thinks she young and invincible.
No, baby, God got this. God got this. Like, and I did catch corona, y'all. I don't know if I should even expose myself like that, but I mean, millions have caught it. But and I'm here to tell the story. Don't do flaw shit. Like, you know, we speaking all that spiritual positivity, but you know, we still human. I did some flaw shit. 2 weeks later, bitch, I got sick. So, you know, be good, people. Just be right. Keep your energy high. Keep it right, and you good. You, like, my symptoms weren't even bad. If I never would have got tested, a bitch couldn't tell me I had corona. And I don't think you should stop living your life. Like,
it's not like you should stop living your life.
Girl, you have put everything on pause.
I go to work.
Her children do not leave the house,
and they're safe.
I wanted to go bowling today. She was like, "No, corona." I'm like, damn.
Okay, bowling balls already have a lot of germs, and then everybody wear those shoes. Like, come on. If you was trying to sell me on anything, that was the wrong place to say.
Look, I was just trying to do something cheap and fun. Like, it's bowling. But I guess you're right.
I know.
But I just don't. I'm a survivor, baby. I'm out here. Corona ain't stopping nothing at all.
Yeah. I'm into Audible. if you don't have the Audible app, you sleep. Like, you gotta get the Audible app. It has books, which I love, like all genres, podcasts. It's like some people believe they have to listen to positive vibes if they can't get themselves into a positive like place.
Oh yeah,
like, they have that on there too.
I listen to, and that helps. Like when I go to sleep, YouTube got these like 8 hour, 10 hours, 4 hours of just someone speaking affirmations. That helps a lot. Like, program your mind in your sleep because the brain never stops. So yeah, I listen to positivity when I'm asleep all the time, or just when I'm in the car. Like a lot of times these days, I don't even play music in the car unless I'm just in that vibe. Most of the time, I'm listening to some type of audiobook or some type of positivity or my horoscope.
Yeah, most of the time I'm listening to a book. I have been getting into like a lot of series.
So, what book are you currently listening to?
Stormglass by Jeff Wheeler. Don't judge me. I like weird things.
I've never heard of that.
It's not yours. It's not
yeah, we differ. I'm told me I
so
need
what's
to.
your love language?
Okay, I haven't finished it, but definitely words of affirmation. Definitely that. And I realized that because I just speak like that to everybody, or at least I try to. I try to uplift people, because my voice is very powerful. Like,
I will say that I think that you have
acts of
gotten
service.
a lot better with like your word choice when you're not happy.
Yeah.
'Cause she used to be. Ugh.
I'm growing, man. I used to be an asshole. Like, bro, I'm a Capricorn.
Below the belt.
I'm a Capricorn sun, a Virgo moon, and a Gemini rising. I'm not gonna give y'all the rest, but yeah, the recipe for a whole fucking bitch. Like, but you know, mindfulness. I'm living in mindfulness, but acts of positive, just affirmations is my love language. Acts of service is another one. And I don't know, I'm still getting into the book. Like, they mentioned something in the book about like giving gifts. That's not really like I think no, it's a love language, but that's not really one of mine. Like, a person don't really gotta give me gifts for me to feel loved. Like, it's always appreciated, but like if that was their love language and they tried to do that to me, I haven't came into that yet, but I just know like that's not one. Do you know your love language?
I got into that like a while back, but I don't remember what it was. Somebody I was talking to was like, "Hey, what's your love language?" And I was like, "What is
Somebody asked me that too, and I like dumbly said, "I just like to be loved." Like, but you know, we learn more every day. So yeah, I'm learning, I'm growing. It's
I think it speaks to your like mental maturity, that you recognize like certain traits in yourself or certain flaws, whatever you want to call it, in yourself that you don't like, or you think, or that you
actively are changing. Because it take a lot for you to look at yourself and say, I don't like that about myself. Like me, I can have a temper on me sometimes, and honestly, I've been keeping it cool. Like, I haven't tripped out on nobody in a while. You gotta speak up when something ain't right or don't sit right with you. Just take 4 deep breaths and, you know, calm yourself and just speak on what it is, because you gotta speak up for yourself. I gotta open up my throat chakra and heal my heart, definitely, because I just, like most people, we've all experienced a lot of pain, but yeah, a lot of us aren't healed, and that's something I'm just working on, opening up my throat chakra and healing my heart, because yeah, I'm a great person. I've made mistakes, but like, I know I'm a great person, and we all have the ability to be great. It's just, you know, somewhere somebody done told us we was bad, and it's up to you if you want to believe that or hold on to that. Is the earth round or flat?
It's definitely round.
I'm a flat earther. Okay, like,
Oh.
Obviously it's not flat because we have like mountains and peaks and whatnot, and you know, the tectonic plates, it shifts and everything. But yeah, I do not think the earth is a whole round ass globe. Like, I'm sorry, and somebody probably think this bitch dumb as a bitch, but
Okay,
it's my belief.
So what led you to this conclusion? I'm curious.
I just think everything that we've been taught, the more you learn, you just realize that we've really been taught lies our whole life.
I believe that, but what have you learned that make you think the earth is flat?
That they lie about everything. So why would the earth be round? Like, something done got in my cup. Question. If something get in your cup and there's some liquid, do you keep drinking it and just try not to drink the speck, or do you pour it out?
I'll do that if it's some water.
Oh no. Water is so plentiful. This liquor costed a little. I mean, I ain't buy it, but you know. Did you see those pictures of Koya and her family?
Uh-uh.
That's because you ain't in the group chat. It's real lovely.
And you went to a funeral?
Girl, no, father-daughter dance.
Oh, that's cute.
Shout out to those men who not afraid to play stepdaddy. Like, I feel like that get a bad rep. Honestly, truly. Like, people want to make fun of niggas because they step up to take care of somebody else's kid, and honestly, it's nothing wrong with that. If you're gonna date somebody with kids, that's literally what you're supposed to do. All y'all, I ain't gonna say all, but some of these men out here think that they can just date the mama and not be involved with the kids. And if you a woman and you accept that, your ass backwards. That's all I gotta say on that.
Yeah, it sucks to be in a relationship where there's like not a good relationship between your partner and your kids, and then when it's not a good relationship between your partner and your family, or your partner and their family, like that shit just feel like you've been in the middle of some shit. Like, does not feel good.
Yeah, personally, I don't think it's not a thing. I wouldn't really date somebody who did not like vibe with my family, because it's just problems. And not saying my family would dictate who I date, but I just feel like we do a lot of get-togethers. We do a lot of things with our family, not just our immediate, like cousins, aunties. You know, we come together a couple times, maybe once a month, a couple times out the year. We get together and we all hang out, we all chill, and it's like.
But I mean, what if you been dating them and you and your family was cool with them, and then y'all stopped being cool?
Okay.
Then what?
Okay, most likely it's because. Okay, and this is another thing. Don't let people in your relationship. Like, a relationship should not be. I should not know nothing about the relationship between her and her man, or, you know, just anybody, simply because, okay, you may forgive your significant other, but you done told me about the dirt they've done, and now it's like, I ain't fucking with them because I know how shiesty they can be. So it's like, yeah, don't include your family in your relationship. You keep that between you and your partner, because other than that, they really, I don't know, they really shouldn't have a reason to just up and stop liking somebody. So yeah, keep your relationships private, not secret, but you know, just don't put everybody in your business.
Even when you got nosy family members who always ask you.
We good. Even if we just was arguing in the car too, we good. But really, that's something I learned, because you can forgive this person, you know,